Welcome to Wiser Reads, where timeless wisdom meets your daily journey of growth. Today, we explore one of the most influential self-help classics of all time, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. First published in 1963, this book has transformed millions of lives by revealing a simple yet profound truth. Within each of us lies an untapped power capable of shaping our destiny, the subconscious mind. Murphy teaches us that our thoughts are not just fleeting sparks of consciousness, they are seeds planted deep within our subconscious. These seeds, whether positive or negative, grow into the circumstances, opportunities, and challenges we face. By learning to harness this inner power through belief, visualization, and affirmations, we can direct our lives toward health, wealth, success, and happiness. The book bridges science, psychology, and spirituality, offering practical methods to reprogram our minds and dissolve the barriers created by fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs. From healing illness to attracting abundance and cultivating loving relationships, Murphy demonstrates that the subconscious is not a passive reservoir. It is a creative force waiting to be guided by our conscious intentions. As you listen, allow yourself to reflect on how these teachings can apply to your own life. Think of this as more than just a book summary. It's an invitation to begin a journey of self-discovery, where your inner world shapes your outer reality. At Wiser Reads, we believe wisdom grows when it is shared. If this message resonates with you, join our community by subscribing to the channel. Together, let's keep learning, growing, and unlocking the hidden powers within us. Your mind is your greatest treasure. Let's explore it together.
The Treasure Within. Unlocking Your Subconscious Mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy begins The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by reminding us that the greatest treasure is not found in the outer world, but within ourselves. Hidden beneath the surface of our everyday thoughts lies the subconscious mind, a vast storehouse of creativity, wisdom, and power. It silently influences every aspect of our lives, from our health and relationships to our success and happiness. Murphy emphasizes that the subconscious is not limited by time or logic. It accepts whatever ideas are impressed upon it and works tirelessly to manifest them in reality. If we feed it fear, doubt, and negativity, it will reflect those conditions back into our lives. But if we plant seeds of faith, love, and abundance, it will bring forth outcomes aligned with those beliefs. Unlocking this treasure requires understanding that thoughts are causes and our experiences are their effects. By directing the conscious mind to hold positive images and affirmations, we can guide the subconscious to produce results that uplift and transform us. Murphy illustrates this truth with examples of people who healed illnesses, attracted prosperity, and solved challenges simply by tapping into their inner power. The key lies in trust, believing that the subconscious responds faithfully to the mental patterns we establish. Ultimately, this chapter is a call to look inward. The world may tempt us to search outside for success and happiness, but the real wealth lies within. By unlocking the treasure of the subconscious, we discover that we already hold the key to a healthier, richer, and more fulfilling life. How your mind works, conscious versus subconscious. In this chapter, Joseph Murphy explains the dual nature of the human mind, the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is logical, analytical, and deliberate. It is the part of us that reasons, makes decisions, and chooses what to focus on. The subconscious mind, on the other hand, is deeper, automatic, and highly responsive. It cannot reason or reject. It simply accepts what the conscious mind impresses upon it. Murphy compares the conscious mind to a gardener and the subconscious to fertile soil. Whatever seeds the conscious mind plants, whether thoughts of success, love, fear, or failure, the subconscious nurtures and brings to life. This explains why repeated affirmations, visualization, and belief have such powerful effects. Importantly, the subconscious does not distinguish between good or bad suggestions. It manifests both. Negative thinking, self-doubt, or fear can take root and create unwanted outcomes, just as positive thoughts can lead to healing, prosperity, and joy. Murphy stresses the importance of aligning both parts of the mind. By deliberately choosing uplifting thoughts, maintaining faith, and rejecting fear-based suggestions, we give the subconscious healthy patterns to act upon. Over time, this creates a harmonious partnership between conscious intent and subconscious action. The lesson is clear. Understanding how the mind works gives us the ability to shape our lives. When we consciously guide our thoughts, we unlock the limitless potential of the subconscious and set ourselves on the path to peace, health, and success.
The power of belief and mental imagery. Joseph Murphy emphasizes that belief is the foundation of all transformation. What we truly believe, not just what we wish, becomes the reality expressed through our subconscious mind. The subconscious operates like a faithful servant. It accepts the impressions we give it and brings them to life, whether they are rooted in faith or fear. Murphy explains that belief works hand in hand with mental imagery. When we vividly picture a desired outcome and hold it with conviction, the subconscious begins to act as though it is already true. Athletes, musicians, inventors, and great thinkers have long used this principle. They imagine success so clearly that their subconscious finds ways to bring it into existence. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. By repeatedly visualizing health, wealth, or achievement, we plant the seeds of those realities in the subconscious. The power lies not in wishful thinking, but in persistent mental imagery infused with faith. Murphy provides examples of individuals who overcame obstacles and achieved remarkable results through visualization and belief. He urges readers to replace negative images of failure, illness, or scarcity with clear mental pictures of the life they desire. The lesson is simple yet profound. You are what you believe yourself to be. By harnessing the twin forces of belief and imagery, you can direct the subconscious to create conditions of abundance, healing, and joy in your life. Healing through the subconscious mind. In this chapter, Murphy reveals the incredible role the subconscious mind has in healing the body. He explains that many physical ailments are rooted in negative mental patterns, such as fear, guilt, resentment, or hopelessness. When these destructive emotions dominate, they disturb the natural harmony of the body. The subconscious, however, holds the blueprint of perfect health. By impressing it with positive thoughts, affirmations, and images of wellness, we can activate the body's natural restorative powers. Healing occurs not because of blind chance, but because the subconscious responds to mental direction. Murphy cites numerous cases where individuals overcame illness by practicing affirmations, prayer, or visualization. Instead of focusing on the disease, they concentrated on the idea of wholeness, picturing themselves as strong and well. Over time, their subconscious accepted this new pattern and set healing processes in motion. Importantly, Murphy distinguishes between the conscious effort of wishing to be well and the deeper conviction of knowing and believing in health. The subconscious responds to belief, not doubt. By replacing fear with faith and sickness with images of vitality, the body often restores balance. The message is empowering. We are not helpless victims of disease. By reprogramming our subconscious with thoughts of health, peace, and harmony, we can tap into a wellspring of healing energy that lies within us all.
Mental patterns and their role in success. Joseph Murphy highlights the profound impact of mental patterns on success. He explains that our subconscious mind operates like fertile soil, bringing to life whatever seeds, our repeated thoughts and beliefs, we plant within it. Success is not simply a matter of luck or external conditions. It is the natural result of inner patterns of confidence, persistence, and positive expectation. Murphy emphasizes that failure often comes from negative mental habits, doubt, fear of criticism, lack of self-worth, or constant focus on obstacles. These thoughts, when repeated, become fixed patterns in the subconscious and subtly influence behavior, leading to self-sabotage. By contrast, those who cultivate patterns of belief in their ability, visualize achievement, and persist through challenges often rise to success. He stresses the importance of self-image. If we see ourselves as capable, creative, and deserving, the subconscious works to align reality with that vision. But if we unconsciously view ourselves as limited or unworthy, we unconsciously act in ways that block opportunities. Practical steps include daily affirmations, visualization of goals, and consistent replacement of negative self-talk with empowering thoughts. Over time, these create new subconscious patterns that naturally attract opportunities, inspire resilience, and fuel achievement. The core lesson is simple. Success begins within. By establishing positive mental patterns, we build the foundation for outward accomplishments, proving that the mind is both the architect and builder of a fulfilling life. Wealth and prosperity through right thinking. Murphy teaches that true prosperity is a state of mind before it is a condition of life. Poverty, he argues, is not merely a lack of resources, but a pattern of scarcity thinking impressed upon the subconscious. Conversely, wealth flows naturally when we develop a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and expectancy. The subconscious responds to the thoughts we impress upon it. If we dwell on lack, fear bills, or constantly think, "I cannot afford it," the subconscious accepts this as reality and reinforces limitation. But if we affirm abundance, visualize prosperity, and give thanks for what we already have, the subconscious opens channels for wealth to flow. Murphy insists that money is not evil, it is a means of exchange and a tool for good when rightly used. The key is to release feelings of guilt, envy, or fear about wealth, and instead see prosperity as a natural expression of life's abundance. He shares stories of individuals who shifted from financial struggle to prosperity simply by changing their inner attitudes toward money. By believing they were worthy of abundance, visualizing success, and acting with faith, they drew opportunities and wealth into their lives. The lesson is clear. Wealth is not chased, it is attracted through right thinking. By planting mental seeds of abundance, generosity, and gratitude, we align with the law of prosperity and allow the subconscious to manifest it in our world.
The subconscious and relationships. Joseph Murphy teaches that the quality of our relationships is deeply influenced by the images and beliefs we hold in our subconscious mind. The way we perceive ourselves and others silently shapes the interactions we attract. If our subconscious is filled with fear, jealousy, or resentment, these negative emotions spill over into relationships, creating conflict and disharmony. But when it is guided by love, respect, and goodwill, relationships naturally flourish. Murphy emphasizes that love begins within. When we affirm our own worth and cultivate inner harmony, we attract people who reflect these qualities. Conversely, if we carry feelings of inadequacy or hostility, the subconscious reproduces them in the form of unhealthy or unfulfilling connections. He suggests practical techniques to improve relationships, such as sending thoughts of kindness and blessings to others. The subconscious responds powerfully to such mental images, and over time, it shifts the atmosphere of interactions. For example, instead of focusing on a partner's flaws, one should visualize them in harmony, health, and happiness. These images encourage the subconscious to bring forth cooperation and peace. Murphy also warns against holding grudges or clinging to past hurts, as these poison the subconscious and perpetuate negativity.
Forgiveness, genuinely felt and affirmed, cleanses the mind and opens the way for better connections. Ultimately, the chapter reveals that we do not improve relationships by forcing others to change, but by transforming our inner patterns. By feeding the subconscious with love, goodwill, and positive expectations, we create relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and joy. Overcoming fear, worry, and negative thoughts. Fear, worry, and negative thinking are among the greatest barriers to peace and success. Joseph Murphy explains that these destructive patterns, when entertained by the conscious mind, sink into the subconscious and manifest as failure, illness, or constant setbacks. Fear paralyzes action, worry drains energy, and negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. The key to overcoming them lies in replacing them with faith, confidence, and constructive imagery. Murphy teaches that the subconscious is neutral. It simply acts on the impressions it receives. If fear dominates, it creates conditions that validate that fear. But if we feed it courage and trust, it opens doors to strength and solutions. Practical methods include affirmations of peace and safety, visualization of desired outcomes, and prayer grounded in belief rather than desperation. Murphy also encourages readers to shift focus away from problems and towards solutions, training the mind to dwell on what is uplifting. He stresses persistence. Negative thoughts may return, but with repeated effort, positive affirmations and images take root in the subconscious. Over time, fear loses its grip, and worry is replaced by calm assurance. The lesson is empowering. We are not victims of fear. By reprogramming the subconscious with thoughts of faith, peace, and confidence, we can dissolve anxiety and create a life of resilience, harmony, and inner freedom.
The power of prayer and faith. Joseph Murphy highlights prayer and faith as two of the most powerful tools for influencing the subconscious mind. He explains that prayer is not about pleading with an external force, but about impressing the subconscious with thoughts of harmony, health, and abundance. Faith gives these thoughts life and conviction, ensuring they are accepted and acted upon by the subconscious. Murphy distinguishes between ineffective prayers of fear or desperation and effective prayers of belief and gratitude. When we pray with doubt, the subconscious receives mixed messages and produces little change. But when prayer is rooted in confidence, spoken as if the result is already assured, the subconscious responds faithfully and begins to manifest the desired outcome. He emphasizes visualization as a form of prayer. By picturing the result clearly and feeling it as real, we communicate directly with the subconscious. The act of prayer, then, is more about aligning inner belief with mental imagery than reciting words. Murphy offers examples of individuals who overcame difficulties through prayer combined with unwavering faith. He reminds us that faith is not blind. It is a deep knowing that the subconscious will bring forth what we impress upon it. Ultimately, this chapter teaches that prayer is creative thought. Faith is its fuel, and the subconscious is its channel. When all three align, miracles of healing, prosperity, and peace are not only possible, they are natural. Using the subconscious for creativity and problem-solving. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind is a wellspring of creativity and solutions, often far beyond the reach of conscious reasoning. Writers, inventors, scientists, and artists throughout history have tapped into this reservoir, often receiving sudden insights or flashes of inspiration when their conscious mind was at rest. The subconscious works continuously, processing ideas and connections even when we are unaware. By giving it clear instructions, such as focusing on a problem before sleep or affirming the desire for inspiration, we set it in motion to provide answers. Many breakthroughs come not during intense effort, but during relaxation, dreams, or quiet reflection, when the subconscious can freely present its solutions.
Murphy encourages readers to trust this hidden power. He suggests visualization and affirmations to direct the subconscious toward creative goals, whether in business, art, or everyday challenges. Importantly, he advises letting go after impressing the idea, allowing the subconscious to work without interference from doubt or overthinking. Examples in the book show how individuals received solutions to complex problems, artistic inspiration, or business innovations by relying on their subconscious intelligence. This creative intelligence is available to everyone, not just geniuses. The lesson is clear. When we consciously partner with the subconscious, feeding it goals, visualizations, and trust, it becomes our greatest ally in creativity and problem-solving, turning obstacles into opportunities and ideas into reality.
Universal laws of the mind, harmony, and abundance. Joseph Murphy explains that the subconscious mind operates in harmony with universal laws, principles as unchanging as gravity or mathematics. These laws govern the outcomes of our thoughts, making our mental patterns the true architects of our lives. When we align with these laws through positive thinking, gratitude, and faith, the result is harmony and abundance. When we resist them through fear, negativity, or resentment, the result is discord and limitation. One of the central laws is the law of belief. Whatever we sincerely believe is accepted by the subconscious and expressed in our reality. Another is the law of attraction. Thoughts of harmony, love, and prosperity attract experiences that match those vibrations, while thoughts of fear or lack attract their own kind. Murphy stresses that these laws are impartial. They do not favor anyone, but respond faithfully to the nature of our mental impressions. Harmony, he explains, is not just an inner state, but a universal principle. When our thoughts are aligned with peace, goodwill, and constructive purpose, we move in rhythm with the flow of life itself. Abundance, likewise, is not something we chase externally. It is a natural consequence of mental alignment with the laws of prosperity and generosity. The takeaway is empowering. Life is not random. By understanding and cooperating with the universal laws of the mind, we can live in greater balance, attract prosperity, and enjoy a deeper sense of fulfillment. Conclusion: living a life of peace, success, and fulfillment. In the conclusion of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Joseph Murphy brings his central message full circle. The greatest power we possess lies within. The subconscious mind is a creative force that, when guided by right thinking and belief, can bring health, success, abundance, and harmony into every aspect of life. Murphy reminds us that our outer world is a direct reflection of our inner world. By cultivating patterns of love, faith, and gratitude, we transform not only ourselves, but also the conditions around us. Each affirmation, each visualization, and each prayer plants seeds that the subconscious faithfully grows into reality. He urges readers to live with faith in the power of their minds, to reject fear and negativity, and to embrace a vision of wholeness. True fulfillment, he teaches, is not found in striving or struggle, but in aligning our thoughts with the universal laws of harmony and abundance. Ultimately, Murphy's message is timeless. Peace, health, success, and joy are not distant dreams, but attainable realities when we understand and harness the power of our subconscious mind.
As we come to the end of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, one message shines clearly. The key to transforming your life lies not outside, but within. Hidden beneath your conscious thoughts is a vast creative force, the subconscious, that faithfully shapes your reality according to the beliefs, images, and emotions you impress upon it.
Throughout this journey, we've discovered that success, health, love, and abundance are not accidents of fate, but the natural fruits of right thinking. By choosing faith over fear, love over resentment, and confidence over doubt, we align ourselves with universal laws that bring harmony and prosperity. Murphy reminds us that prayer and belief, visualization and affirmation are not abstract practices. They are practical tools to direct the subconscious and unlock its limitless potential. This book invites us to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to redirect our thoughts, plant new seeds, and allow the subconscious to bring forth solutions, healing, and creative breakthroughs. The treasure we seek is not in the world around us, but in the world within us. If this message has resonated with you, I encourage you to carry it forward. Begin today by watching your thoughts, nurturing positive mental patterns, and trusting that your subconscious will work for your good. At Wiser Reads, our goal is to share timeless wisdom that empowers you to grow, create, and live with purpose. If you've enjoyed this journey, I warmly invite you to join our community by subscribing to the channel. Together, let's continue exploring books that inspire change and unlock the best within us. Remember, within you lies the power to shape your destiny. Let's walk this path of wisdom hand in hand.